What if everything you thought you knew about African history was wrong? Across the continent, silent stones whisper tales of advanced societies, forgotten empires, and baffling enigmas that continue to challenge our understanding of the past. Today, we delve into 7 of Africa's greatest unsolved mysteries, shining a light on the ingenuity and complexity of civilizations that colonial narratives try to erase. Our journey begins in Zimbabwe, with a monument so grand, its origins were once attributed to everyone but the people who built it. Great Zimbabwe, a sprawling complex of dry stone architecture, stands as a testament to the skill and vision of its creators, the ancestors of the Shona-speaking peoples. Constructed between the 11th and 15th centuries, it reached its peak as a political and cultural center in the 13th to 15th centuries. Walls reaching 36 feet high enclosed the Great Enclosure, a structure built without mortar, a feat of engineering that still awes visitors today. For decades, European colonizers refused to believe that Great Zimbabwe could have been built by Africans. They concocted fantastical stories of Phoenician traders, King Solomon's mines, and other exotic origins. It wasn't until the early 20th century, thanks to the work of archaeologists like David Randall McIver, that the truth began to emerge: Great Zimbabwe was undeniably African. But Great Zimbabwe was not erected in isolation. It thrived as a hub in a vast trade network, connected to the Indian Ocean world. Gold, ivory, cattle, and agricultural surplus flowed outwards, exchanged for beads, ceramics, cloth, and other goods from distant lands. The port of Sofala, on the East African coast, served as a crucial link in this trans-regional economy, connecting the interior to the wider world. Moving north along the East African coast, we arrive at the Gedi ruins, near Malindi in Kenya. This once thriving Swahili city flourished from the 13th to the early 17th centuries, boasting coral stone houses, a palace, mosques, and a sophisticated urban plan. Yet, by the early 17th century, Gedi was abandoned, leaving behind a mystery that continues to intrigue historians and archaeologists. James Kirkman's systematic excavation in the 1940s revealed a vibrant Swahili Islamic culture, connected to the Indian Ocean trade through imported ceramics, including Chinese porcelain. But the question remains, why did Gedi fall into ruin? Theories abound, ranging from changes in the water table to political shifts, trade route disruptions, and regional insecurity. The true cause may never be fully known. Our journey takes us westward, to Tiya in Ethiopia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site marked by a field of carved standing stones. These stelae, dating from the 10th to 15th centuries, are adorned with enigmatic symbols, including sword-like motifs. While they are clearly part of a funerary landscape, the exact social meaning, burial customs, and identity of the monument builders remain shrouded in mystery. Many carvings on Ethiopian stelae and megaliths are still not conclusively decoded, hinting at a rich symbolic language that has been lost to time. Further west, in Mali, lies the Bandiagara escarpment, home to the Tellem cliff dwellings. These remarkable structures, built high into the cliffs, were the work of the Tellem people, who occupied the region before the arrival of the Dogon. From the 11th to the 16th centuries, the Tellem created cliffside dwellings, granaries, and burial caves, a testament to their ingenuity and adaptation to the harsh environment. Why did they build at such heights? The cliffs provided defensive and environmental advantages, but also symbolized a distinctive adaptation to the escarpment environment. How their society transitioned into later Dogon occupation is still discussed. Now, we move south to South Africa, to the Lydenburg Museum area, where, in 1957, a 10-year-old boy named Ludwig von Bezin made an extraordinary discovery: the Lydenburg heads. These 7 terracotta heads, dating from the 6th to 8th centuries, are among the earliest known examples of sculptural terracotta in southern Africa. Their precise function remains debated, with ritual or ceremonial use widely suggested. They may have been used in initiation, ritual, or leadership contexts, but there is no definitive agreement. Their survival is partly accidental. They were found by a child before formal excavation. Finally, our exploration concludes in the Congo region, with the Eshango bone. Discovered in 1950 near Ishango, on the banks of the Semliki River, this 20,000-year-old artifact is a major archaeological object in debates over early mathematics and tally systems. Rows of notches are interpreted by some as numerical or calendrical notation, suggesting that early Africans were engaged in abstract mathematical thought long before the rise of other civilizations. But exactly what system they represent is debated. The Ishango bone is one of the strongest African examples in the history of early mathematical thought, but not proof of a fully developed numeral system in the modern sense. These 7 mysteries offer just a glimpse into the rich and complex history of Africa. Great Zimbabwe stands as a symbol of anti-colonial and national identity in modern Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwe bird became a national symbol and appears in state iconography. Sites like Great Zimbabwe, Gedi, Tiya, and Bandiagara escarpment are major heritage attractions and sources of local income. These sites are now used in African curricula, museums, and public history campaigns to challenge colonial narratives. They are key evidence in African-centered scholarship that emphasizes local innovation, trade, and state formation. The Swahili Coast, Great Zimbabwe, and Ethiopian megaliths all feed present-day discussions about indigenous authorship, Islam and African identity, African urbanism, and the pre-colonial sophistication of African societies. They challenge us to question our assumptions, to look beyond the dominant narratives, and to appreciate the depth and diversity of the African past. The stones speak, if only we are willing to listen. Ancient stone ruins of Great Zimbabwe at sunrise, no people, mist rising, cinematic 8K.